for Alabama. That's a first down run for Mateer. Picks his way. Mateer, shifty, touchdown OU. Mateer takes a look. Touchdown! Isaiah Satania. Oklahoma rolling over the Tide right now. Play clock down at 2-1. Simpson looking, finding. Brooks still fighting, diving for the end zone. Alabama, fourth down touchdown to get on the board.
Lazir Brooks.
Only rush 3, intercepted. They confused him. Xavier Brown headed the other way. Touchdown Tide. A pick 6 from the man who had one against Tennessee just before the half.
Eventually getting the right call into the defense. People always want to change tempos on him.
Simpson this time has a clean pocket. Lofty toward the end zone. Brooks. Touchdown Alabama. Crimson Tide have the lead. A 30-yard strike.
Well, they never.
Mateer dancing around, delivers over the middle. It's caught. Off and running is Brooks. Touchdown Oklahoma, punches back. Bernard in motion. It's Hill. Banging forward. Fighting. Twisting. Touchdown Alabama.
For 75 yards. Undoubtedly, no, they're not going to give it again. They're going to give it to Tony. Tony scores a touchdown. What a call by Shannon Dawson. Beautifully executed.
Lacey's first touch straight up the middle and straight into the end zone. You cannot start better than that.
By Ole Miss.
John David Baker will be coming in as the next offensive coordinator, has familiarity with the program. There's the block, and there's the score. Trinidad Chambliss just letting Lacey pave the way. Instead, he quickly gets it to Stripling, who goes into the end zone for a touchdown. The laser light show, and now this offense looking to add to the scoreboard. Logan Diggs trying to power ahead, and he does. Set him off, light it up. It's party time at the Grove. Chambliss going to scoot ahead, and he dives ahead for the touchdown.
They've had phenomenal leadership all season long in their locker room.
Have they ever? Think about the success that he has had. As this is the tight end Reed, as he strides inside the 10 and right into the end zone. Justin Reed with the touchdown.
Four-man rush. He's well protected again. He's going to take a shot at the seam. In stride, Jabari Jensen. Touchdown. Moore to the pylon and in. Another Oregon touchdown.
Just by his body language and way in which he executes this offense, he's in control.
Pitch to the air, Hill gets the edge. Stays in bounds. Touchdown. Play action for Dante Moore.
Floats one to a one-on-one. Backing up McClellan. Did he haul it in? Yes! That's another Oregon touchdown. There is a flag down. More off play action. A deep shot to the end zone. Drops it right down the chimney to Malik Benson. Another Oregon touchdown.
It's Marshall, let's go.
Wide open, button hook to the sideline. DeGennaro makes a man miss. He's trying to find the front row. Pylon makes a move into the end zone for a James Madison touchdown. Terrific catch and run by Nick DeGennaro. Malik Benson was a look team wide receiver when he first arrived. As Moore is going to take a shot. Guess who? Benson. Touchdown. Right on cue. So the guy that starts the year as a look team wide receiver. Blocked punt. And it's going to be a scoop and score. And they've done it again. Barnett, this time all day to throw. Loops one, back left corner of the end zone. And a rolling catch, it looks like, is made for the touchdown. George Pettaway, the wheel route down the sideline. And a dime from Alonzo Barnett. As they've rotated more players in here, the mistakes have started to increase. A little Philly special. Leaping into the end zone is Lakota Dupree. It looked like he might wanted to throw the football. And instead, he did the work himself. So the tight end. 4th and goal. Barnett, straight quarterback run. And he breaks the plane for the touchdown.
Third down and a yard. And Beck hits Fletcher out of the backfield. Touchdown, Miami. After the loss of 6, another pass play that's intercepted. Taking it back is Keontae Scott. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Miami. A 70-yard pick six. Jackson hit, falls forward with the ball and into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Saying over the middle, he's got Smith for a first down. Into the end zone, touchdown. There is a penalty flag, the first one of the night. They snap it with 1 on the play clock. Brown into the end zone, touchdown, Miami.
Davison into the end zone. Big 12 champions come here to South Florida with such hope, as Davison will thicken up that box score.
They're showing pressure. Here it comes. Mendoza has time. Blows end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Becker! No more timeouts to work with. So they're looking to throw. And Mendoza flips it. Easy pitch and catch. There's Omar Cooper Jr. And Indiana stretches the lead before halftime. What a show by the Hoosiers in the first 30. 3rd and 1, looking to throw. Launching to the end zone. Surratt's out there. Touchdown Hoosiers. Pouring it on. Perfect 50-50 talent.
That's pretty good.
Black bursting free. Hoosiers punctuate an incredible performance. And we still got 14 minutes to go. Looked like a pig roast. That was the week after they had beaten Oregon. So it's breaking free. Henry has time to find the end zone.
Stockton after the pump fake. Inside the 5. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Lacey goes out. Georgia brings a blitz. Chambliss end zone. Touchdown. Luke Hess, a tight end. Now he punches it in for the touchdown. No after effects of that big hit. And he is all kinds of fired up. Dream come true to coach in a college football playoff, especially against Georgia and defensive minds like Kirby Smart. There's a fumble. Picked up by Dalen Everett. Touchdown, Georgia. Lacey and a running back. Deuce Alexander, the motion man. Lacey has the corner and a touchdown. Winner to the semifinal to take on Miami in the Fiesta Bowl. Kewan Lacey lunges for the goal line. Touchdown! I agree with you. 12 consecutive completions for Chambliss. Going for 13. He has it! And another touchdown! Harrison Wallace having the night of his life. Pressure up the middle. Picked up. Stocked into the end zone. And it is caught for a touchdown. Zachariah Branch.
2nd and 3 after the penalty. Lacey up the middle. Kewan Lacey's in the clear. It's a foot race. The Hurricanes cannot run him down. A lightning strike for Ole Miss. 73 yards.
Same formation with that jumbo look.
There's an offensive lineman in the backfield as a lead blocker. Reaching for the end zone as Marty Brown, and Miami goes back on top, flexing on a 15-play touchdown drive. Shannon Dawson said he didn't call 2nd down very well in that game. He needs to be sharper tonight. Here's one of those 2nd downs and 6. Beck feeling some late pressure. Launching downfield. Wide open is Marion. Another bust. And Miami back on top, 52 yards.
I hit my talk back in the middle of that play, and I said...
Comes in motion. They get it to him. Tony has space. Malachi Tony still running. Touchdown, Miami. Electric with the ball in his hands. Again, the Canes bring pressure. Chambliss delivers. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Daquan Wright. The Rebels back on top.
It was Marty Brown against Ohio State. Does he get another opportunity?
3 receivers bunch to the left. Beck is looking that way. And still looking. Takes off running. Carson Beck with his legs. Puts Miami on top. What a drive.
And the IU fans making it difficult for more in Oregon right out of the gate. De'Aaron Hill Jr. is the running back. The quick pass is intercepted. It's going to be run in for an Indiana touchdown. D'Angelo Pons on the first play of the game. Trying to power through turf toe. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down on the drive. A pocket again to the end zone. Touchdown! Jamari Johnson. He's at the left end of the offensive line. Mendoza, end zone, caught! Touchdown! Omar Cooper. Mendoza with Black, the running back. Black straight ahead, touchdown. Kaelon Black. Cignetti brought him to James Madison in the portal where he excelled. Now he's a Hoosier. Deep throw, Charlie Becker. Touchdown, Indiana. Hemby's the running back. Mendoza quick pass, touchdown. Elijah Surratt. And now 5 wide receivers on 3rd down and 5 for Mendoza. To the end zone, wide open receiver and a touchdown. E.J. Williams. Title game against the Hurricanes. Jay Harris, the running back, in the pistol. And down to the goal line. Touchdown. Mendoza fires, back line of the end zone, touchdown. Elijah Surratt.
He marches to the beat of his own drum.
Kaelon Black, big haul. Kaelon Black, touchdown. Oh, and finally a smile. Harris, long exchange, and then Moore throws a touchdown. Roger Saliapaga, the sophomore tight end, with his first touchdown of the season, and you know they wanted to get it to him. You can see by the way the teammates celebrate.
Black, once again, lined up behind Nowakowski. They hand it off to the fullback / tight end, and he powers in. Touchdown, Indiana. A dominant start here for the #1 team. They'll give Tony a 5-yard gain anytime. Great job corralling number 10, not letting him get loose. Fletcher breaks free. Mark Fletcher in the foot race. Miami touchdown. To let Moore get there. So Dylan Joyce back on. Blocked! Indiana blocks the punt and falls on it for a touchdown! Isaiah Jones on the recovery. Seven offensive linemen in there. 7 O-linemen and a tight end. Fletcher walks in. Miami touchdown. What a response. Got to get to the 8. He's going to take off and run. Mendoza weaves his way first and goal. Diving toward the end zone. Touchdown. That's why he won the Heisman Trophy.
Tony in the backfield there.
He's got it on the pitch. Tony breaks free. Malachi Tony spinning, scoring. Is there a more exciting player in this sport? Brown is the back. Beck steps up, delivers downfield, intercepted! Jamari Sharp makes the pick that will clinch Indiana's first national championship.